San Antonio and the surrounding areas, you know who you are.
London, Japan, and Poti.
Come on now. Come on. Is it Martin Sandoval Monday or what? That's right.
It is.
We are here at Mi Familia at the Rim, guys. Come on down, be part of our live audience right here at the one and only Rim. And Margaret Sandoval is back. It just seems like forever since I've seen you.
I know, it's a whole week passes. A lot happens in a week, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, and not only that, you know, I missed you this weekend. I know you were working.
I'm sorry. Yes, I had.
But I got to give a shout out to the folks at Poteet and to the Backyard Kitchen for that special edition we had on Saturday. I got to be honest, it was so much fun. It was a lot of, I didn't realize how many people tune into this parade. It's a pretty big deal, not only in Poteet and the surrounding areas, but, it just really boosted up everything that's in Poteet, and I was very excited to be part of that. And thank you to Brad and the Backyard Kitchen for hosting us, and we got a chance to get some of their delicious burgers.
I heard.
Oh my God!
Valerie said that that you had the
I had the
old famous
I had
strawberry one.
I had the strawberry sauce, hot strawberry sauce in my burger, and it's like a sweet and spicy kind of strawberry sauce, but it was a burger with the egg on it, the old fashioned with the egg on it. The Good Morning Burger is what it's called, and bacon, and oh my gosh! And then the fries I had cheesy fries, but what got me were the onion rings. Oh man, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about this right now.
We came from the last time we were here. There was a fast going on.
Yes,
and then we progressed quite lovely.
We sure did.
Back to a burger with like different sauces,
when I'm
cheesy fries.
When I'm off a fast, because I'll act like I just got my income tax and I don't know anybody. That's how excited I am when I get off my fast.
That's how I am. I'm like, okay, I sacrifice, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I sacrificed enough, and then I think I overdo it at that point.
I think I do too, because I always the stuff that I'm like sacrificing for, I get back double on what I like. Oh, no tea, no sodas. Next thing I'm like, 3 liter, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it just totally defeats the purpose, I guess.
It does,
so. But how was your weekend? You were a pretty. I bet you, by the way, I like the little bunny, the bad bunny.
Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, if you do follow me on Facebook, I will be wearing this on Easter.
Just letting you know.
Take some pictures.
Just letting you know.
The bunny. So the bunny's drinking wine. It's so cute.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I love it. That is the perfect shirt.
Isn't it? I love it. Thank you for the compliment. But anyway, yeah, I had a very eventful weekend actually. It started. We had a girls' day at the Thompson Hotel.
Yeah, what was that? Was that Friday?
Yeah,
Thursday.
It was Friday. It was Friday. So all the girlfriends and I went out there. We had a great day in the sun. And then, dude, you know what happened? I sat on something like a wet towel, and I got like a super bad chemical burn.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know.
You wouldn't expect
that. Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
It was really bad. So
Yikes.
Anyway, so that happened. That was Friday. Then Saturday, I couldn't make it out there because I had some showings in San Marcos for a client. And on the way out, I stopped at Biggie's birthday party, the constable's dog.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I stopped out on the way out because it was on my way out.
Okay.
And that was really cute, but I missed Biggie because they were running late. No. Vanessa had other. Oh, the little Lily.
Lily Nets, that's right.
Yeah, so she couldn't do anything. She stayed home with her, but yeah. So I stopped there. Very cute event. There was so many people to meet out there. It was a really nice introduction.
Happy had set up that. She was part of mentioning that.
Yes.
And then Constable Brown's is so awesome. Again, big shout out to Biggie and happy birthday to the Biggie, the beautiful dog there. We got a chance to hang out with Biggie last year.
He was running a little late
Oh.
because 1604 got shut down over the weekend. So everybody was kind of.
And that's a brand new location out there off of 16 on Redland and Rocket Road, or what is it, Rocket Lane or something like that.
When she had the event? No, it was at the Helotes.
Oh, that's right.
It was at Old Town Helotes.
Yes. Where they're gonna have the Cornwall. No.
Yeah, I don't know where the Cornwall is. I've never been actually. But
don't mind me. I'm just naming stuff for no
I
reason.
know.
I'm just like, that's where they have Astroworld, right? Yeah, that's it. I'm like, okay. Let me tell you a little bit about my weekend.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Saturday was a big day in the church world.
Oh, that's right. Did your kiddos
yeah,
graduate?
my kids went. We didn't graduate.
Oh, okay.
They graduate, make their first communion.
Make their first communion.
We just did had a big mass. I took them treats.
Big Macs.
Big mass.
Mass. Okay, got you. It's gonna be one of them days, folks.
It's gonna be. It's starting.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Okay. So so no, please.
You lose one vision, you're like, okay, what's going on here? It's messes up everything.
Please tell us about your weekend.
So Saturday, so I had my eye surgery on Wednesday, and then I had the post-op on Thursday, and I was still running around. I was still on the anesthesia, I guess, because I didn't feel the pain until it kicked in on Friday. And then Friday we're at Pepe's. We did the show, which again, shout out to Gina Ortiz Jones, who came out and was really delightful.
That.
She was awesome.
Looked like
she was great.
On it, absolutely.
She was on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that night I had a gig for the Laughs for Legal Aid gig that I did.
How did that go?
That turned out really well. It did really nice, and we got a chance to do that. Manny Pelaez was in the audience.
I love that.
I meant to give him a shout out, but then he was gone. He left. So I was like, okay. So I guess he had to go.
How did you know he wasn't there?
No, I saw him before. I saw him, but my wife was telling me that he had left before I got on. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, well that's cool. So he probably had something to do. And they're always busy. They got everything stacked up for these guys.
I like how you say your wife instead of Lynette.
My wife.
We don't know.
Yeah, I know.
We don't know who she is.
My wife. Yeah. I know. Sweet cheeks over there.
Okay.
So I was so Friday I did the gig, and oh man, right before I got off the stage, I'm doing this act out on this joke, and my eye was just started throbbing, and I'm like, this is not good. God. So then I wake up, I go home, and got a little food, watch a little Suits, and then I went to sleep. And then in the middle of the night, I asked my wife, my wife, Lynette, I asked her, is there any
interchangeable? We all know who she is.
Any medicine that like
pain medication?
Mm-hmm. She goes, yeah, we got this 500 milligrams that you had from last time.
It was prescribed.
It was prescribed.
Okay.
So I took it without food.
Ooh, big
mistake. Man, I was so sick. I was vomiting in the middle of the night, and then I got up, and then in the morning, I went to the parade. No, wait. This is after the parade.
What a trooper!
So I went to the parade. The Poteet. We went live for there, and then we ate afterwards. And then I went home, and that's when I took a nap. I got up, and I took the medicine without any food, and then I was vomiting all night long, and I'm like,
somebody needs a food activity journal to remind yourself what happens when you
good night. And the pressure, when you're throwing up, you got the pressure in your eyes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was that. I didn't get a chance to make it to church on Sunday. I was in bed all day, and I was just there, in bed.
Dude, that stinks so bad.
So then I came today thinking, oh well, I'll feel a little better, and I'll be okay. And then I was like, we'll see how it goes. And I'm talking to Val last night. I go, yeah, it might be Margaret Monday by herself. But
let's do it.
So she goes, oh, she's good because she's got questions. I go, perfect.
I love it. Yes, I'm very, very excited about today's guest.
I know. I'm looking forward to the guest, and I'm gonna let you handle that one as I go sit down and relax. But
I love it.
I did want to come on here, and again, some of our guests. If you need a date, I guess it will help you find a date. Is that what it is?
That's right.
Angel, I hope you're paying attention.
If you're on the prowl for love or romance, or I don't know.
Or just on the prowl.
We're gonna ask questions. We're gonna have questions.
Yeah, just on the prowl. And I'm gonna miss the fact that I might have some questions later. So, but I'll be watching the show.
Well, you could plug them in.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
You know what? Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I can't even see the darn thing.
Obviously, stay. It's up to you. I have so many questions for them.
It's like if I had to, go single, right? If I was single right now, I'd probably I don't know if I would have to call someone like Mingle Tingle or whatever, and just tell them, hey, hook me up, because is that what it is? Mingle Tingle?
No, it's Modern Mingle. Modern Mingle, right?
Mingle Tingle. Where did I get that from? That's a whole nother app. Anyway. That's a whole nother section.
That's room 6.
That's oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, so sorry. I don't know where I got that from, but anyway, yeah, we do have some kids. So you have questions about dating. I mean, my main thing is like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Would I start out like at a bingo hall? You know what I mean? When I start at a bingo hall, like, hey, ladies, how you doing? What's going on? Is the seat taken? I see a lot of trolls. What's this pool trophy for? Anyway, it's like I would not know. And then I think about it. I told my wife and I we were having one of these like discussions when we have these things called intense fellowship discussions, and usually I never liked your mom. Get out of here,
the
whatever.
way you label it, that's for sure.
Yeah, because
I don't label mine that.
What do you label yours? Well, in some states are called arguments. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're called arguments. Like, or he's wrong again.
Discussion.
Yeah, heated discussion. See, my wife, she tells me like I know what I'm saying and I'm right, and she tells me that all the time. Like, I know I'm right.
Do you often find that she is actually right?
Yeah. I mean,
well, you know what? It takes a very big man to admit that.
Well, I'm trying to lose weight, but whatever. I mean, it does take a while. She knows what she's saying. It's just that I don't like it. Like, that burns me up most when she's right. Okay, that's
right.
one thing.
Right.
We have to talk to Mingle. The Mingle people and let them know. Like, hey, like there should be like a memo that says, look. Break it down. You're not always right. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, there should be one saying, "Hey, take one for the team." Like drop it.
Yeah, like have some compassion for
compassion.
The less
fortunate, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's like I get feelings.
Well, hopefully, we'll get some advice on how to avoid things like this from our experts in the relationship world. Yeah,
that would be pretty cool because I tell you, I need a lot of help. I need a lot of help. Yeah, so that's what my wife said. I need a lot of help.
That's good. Well, you know what? At least you know it.
Well, it's like, you know what? And especially when you're vulnerable and you have like one eye, you can't really, you got to like depend on them, Like she told me the other day, she was upset. We're having, again, intense fellowship. And she said, you keep talking to me like that. See who's going to tell you about those stairs. I was like, okay.
That's your safety.
Let's quickly do a roll call.
Yeah, okay. Raymond Flores says, good morning. Good morning, Raymond.
Good morning, Raymond. You sound like you're always right.
Destined for Greatness by Dexy G says, good morning.
Good morning.
I love that. Good morning. Valerie Romo says, good morning.
Good morning, Valerie. Valerie's in the house.
Nick Charles says, good morning, Cleto and Margaret, and many blessings.
Good morning,
many
Nick.
Blessings to you as well. Michael Flores is watching, of course.
Good morning, Michael.
He says, Easter Vigil on Sunday is a big day for all the Catholic. Ooh, yeah, Catholic. Ooh, I didn't know that word.
you got
people who practice Catholicism.
Yeah, they're called Catholics. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, no, he used a different word.
Oh, he did? Catholicism?
No.
Okay.
I'll spell it for later. Maxine says, good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning, Maxine.
Jamie Lou. Thank you. Jimmy Lou, thank you. Ahoy, Cleto.
You're trying to be funny, matey. All right, I get it. That's coming.
Yes, and then Anna's watching, so yay, wonderful.
Good morning, everybody. I've been getting a lot of pirate jokes ever since I had this patch on, and I love my kids, but they're sleeping outside now. You got to do what you got to do. It can only take so much.
Michael Flores says, how about Christian Mingle?
Christian Mingle.
We're not.
No, this is the one I was talking about was Mingle Tingle. It's a whole other app, my friend. It's another app altogether. What time? What are we doing on time here? Because I want to make sure. Okay, so we got.
Michael says, I don't think I'm always right, but I am not ever wrong. A play on words. I get it.
If I had to say, they say communication is the key to every relationship. You know what I say to that? I say whoever said that was dumb. Because
I think there's a lot of experts here who would disagree
Look,
with that.
communication is one thing. Like, for instance, communication to me is like, hey, like you're talking, you're making, you're like, hey, are you gonna go get something downstairs? Yeah, maybe you can bring something up for me too.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's communication.
Oh, that's my business.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Why? I mean,
Sorry, Lynette. Well, like, save us a trip.
right? Thank you.
Did I side with Cleto right now?
Margaret, you are. You know what?
Lynette, don't fire me.
No. You're hired. You're good. Don't worry. You're all right. You're good, Margaret. You ain't going nowhere. No, but you're seriously. It's like you're going downstairs. You know, hey, you can hook me up.
Or you're going to the grocery store. Can you find out if we need anything?
Yeah, they might have corn. Hey, whatever.
Or like my gas tank's empty. Can you just run out and? No, I'm just kidding. That's not the same thing.
You know, it's like we came across this little bridge a while back. We're talking about communication, and okay, first of all, here's the deal, and maybe the modern mingles will jump in on this, but you got to know your person's love language. Like here's the deal. On the first date, it's like, I don't care if you got kids, I don't care if you got a job. That's old school. What I care is, what's your love language? Because if I know that, I'm in the house.
And I'm going to go one step further on that, because I don't know if you've ever heard of the 16 personality quiz.
Oh, no.
But I took that. And
that just sounds like there's like a lot of people up here.
There's a lot of questions. And I was like, if I had seen this, I would have had made everybody I ever dated fill this out beforehand, because it really is telling.
But back in the day, it used to be, hey, do you have warrants? You know, that kind of stuff. How many babies you got? How many baby mama you got? How many baby daddies?
Sure.
That was the question back in the day. Now, I'm kidding you not.
Do you have a car?
yeah, a car. Yeah. Before it used to be like, you got a job. Yeah, okay, you got a job. All right, cool. But right now, I kid you not, knowing versus love language is the key. It ain't communication. It's you got to know their love language. If their love language is like acts of service or words of affirmation, and you're over there giving them physical touch, mañoso, dirty, no, that's not going to help. That ain't going to help nothing. Trust me, you got to know.
And for the record, most women's love language is not physical touch.
And it ain't Spanish either. I can tell you that.
That's not their number one anyway.
Yeah. Hey, guys, don't get awkward. I mean, like, here's the deal.
What's your love language, by the way?
Mine? Babe, what's my love language? Babe.
I can see that. Yep.
What is it, babe?
Words of affirmation.
Yep. That's good right there.
Okay.
That's why we're still together.
What's
always and forever.
What's Lynette's?
Huh?
What's
Lynette's? Acts of service. Yeah, acts of service. Acts of service and bread.
Okay.
Bread.
As most women, mine is acts of service as well.
No, hers is acts of service and bread. There's two. You got to have two of them.
And you should have an apron for your bread making activities.
No, I go to Bill Miller's. I get her that big old bread.
You know what? That Bill Miller bread makes a darn
No. You want to get some bread? You go to HEB and get that French bread. You know that they're like on the intercom. $1 French bread. Come get it. That right there. Okay, slice that up.
Stop. I'm not eating carbs.
Sorry.
Taking a break from carbs.
Okay.
All right. Okay. A few more comments. Michael says, with that eye patch, Cleto should be a Raiders fan.
No, sir. No, sir. He's a Raiders fan. Yeah, I got it.
He says, Raider Nation. Angela Bond is watching. She says,
Angela
good morning,
Bond.
Cleto and Margaret. Good morning.
Speaking of the Chiefs.
Yeah. Hey, did you watch any of the Masters this weekend?
No, I was too busy worrying about Katy Perry in space.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
She went to space for 10 minutes.
Are you kidding?
Her, Gail King, and I forgot who. It was like an all-female crew that went up there. It's pretty neat. It was kind of neat. Is it time for commercial? Is that what they're saying? Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial. We got some guests. We're going to come back, and we'll go ahead and find out all about love when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, I just
Feeling a little lost? That's okay. At Alamo Tees, our friendly team's here to guide you from the start. This is where the magic happens. With our high-tech embroidery machines, and one confused man wondering what button not to push. From polos to hats, we do it all. We run out of a 35,000 square foot facility right here in San Antonio with automatic screen printing machines built to handle large orders fast. Our crew prints, cures, and quality checks every shirt by hand. He jumped in to help, but I think mostly it was to feel included. And it's not just apparel. We've got thousands of promotional items, from cups, gloves, and even a WWE-style belt. We're thinking of giving one to Cleto for undefeated punchlines.
Do you have this in a small?
At Alamo Tees, we're local, experienced, and a little goofy, but serious about your brand. Let's create something worth wearing. Alamo Tees, custom apparel, real people, big results.
It's that time of year again. Time to review, enroll, and ask questions about your health insurance. AHIA is here to help you navigate all your options stress-free.
Look, I'm no insurance expert, but I do know one thing. If you're calling your cousin Chewy for insurance advice, you're doing it all wrong.
AHIA is dedicated to serving San Antonio with personalized care. Contact them. Local service, real people, trusted expertise.
AHIA, it's about family.
Shores.
Hey, if you're looking for
Back live with Melanie from Modern Mingle, and she's here to share some advice on dating and if you are entering the dating scene and all sorts of expertise information. Now, this is a funny story because when I was driving on the highway, I saw your billboard. And I said, what is that? Is it a .com? Is it another Bumble or whatever, Match.com? So I started Googling it in the car, and I realized you guys are actually
safe, by the way.
I was a passenger.
Stand clear of her car.
I was a passenger. I promise. So then as I Googled, I found out you guys are actually local here.
Yes, we are.
Located on San Pedro Avenue, correct? And according to your website, you have 4.5-star rating for like 118 reviews.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's actually like 176 reviews and we're 4.6. Not that I'm counting.
Okay. I would definitely be counting that. And so you guys, so that's what I just saw on your website. But maybe if I went to Google, it would be
that's probably right.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So tell me a little bit about what you guys do and why you chose to do it here in San Antonio.
Well, I am from San Antonio, born and bred, so this is absolutely the place to be. And we started here in San Antonio because there is such a need. It's really hard to meet people, and so it's like the biggest, smallest city in the world. But yeah, we love San Antonio. We've been here since 2017, and what we do actually is we do personalized matchmaking. We do fun singles events. We do relationship coaching. We do occasional singles trips as well. So all of them, yes.
Okay, singles trips.
Yes.
Oh, that must be fun. Okay, so what makes your approach different from like your run-of-the-mill online Match.coms, everybody else?
Yeah, so online dating is very scary. First of all, you never know who's on the other side of that phone.
Absolutely.
So we actually meet and screen every single one of our clients. So we sit down with them face to face. We know they are who they say they are. We know they have a job. We know they're actually single. We do a background check. We do all the things.
Especially for the ladies out there.
Yeah, it's really
pay attention.
It's scary out there. I mean, really, it is. So yeah, we do all of those things, meeting everyone. We do the compatibility testing. We find out what your long-term goals are as far as, are you looking for marriage? Are you looking for children? Are you maybe a later stage in your life and looking for companionship? So we go through all of that. So it makes dating a lot more fun when you know you're dating someone who has the same intention, who has commonalities as far as interests and things they like to do as well.
Correct. So what is the trend right now of people seeking relationships? Is it more like long-term relationships or more short-term dating type of situation?
I think that you have both out there. I mean, all of our clients are most interested in finding someone that they can spend their life with. I think if they're just looking for fun, they do the apps. And I think that's why a lot of people get so frustrated with the apps, because it's not serious, or they're in a relationship and just seeing what else is out there. And it's just not good. It's not good.
I agreed. I couldn't agree with you more. And that's why I was so intrigued when I saw your website, because when I hear from my single girlfriends and everybody else, it's like, do I want to do the dating apps? I don't think a lot of people are aware that this service
Yeah.
actually exists here for the San Antonio people.
Yeah.
So that's why it was very important for me to have
Yeah,
you guys
well, I
on,
appreciate
because I
that.
love it.
Yeah.
We all love love, right?
Yes.
So what would be a big red flag for you guys when you're going through that interview process for somebody that would keep everybody safe?
I don't know that there really is a red flag per se, because sometimes people, it's not like at 16 everyone gets the same dating guidebook, right?
Right.
So everyone's following the same rules.
Mhm.
Some people are doing a red flag and they don't even know it.
Correct.
So
I think they
even-
call that the ick, right?
Well,
When
it
people
could
get
be,
the ick,
right? So they just think that I'm just, like for instance, let's say they go out and they start talking about their ex on a date.
Mhm.
Ugh, don't do that. But
Mhm.
they're just like, I'm just trying to be honest. I just want to tell them what happened, right? And that's just not the place. So it's also helping people navigate to be successful, because the dating pool, I mean, if you've been married for 20 years and then you find yourself single again,
Yeah.
a lot has changed. A
Mhm,
lot has changed.
mhm.
So it's about helping people kind of get through that initial dating process and getting their feet wet and helping them navigate and be successful.
Right. So
Yeah.
what advice would you give to somebody who's newly single or newly found at a place where they actually want to start engaging in like dating and relationships?
Be careful if you're doing the apps.
Mhm.
But my biggest piece of advice is really to be yourself. I think if you're honest about who you are and what you're looking for, it's going to go a long way. You definitely, sometimes people feel like they need to, especially guys, they kind of peacock a little bit. And
Yes.
they have that. So, just be yourself, be honest about what you're looking for. That's probably my biggest piece of advice.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I think that we all find that when you meet somebody, everybody puts their best foot forward.
Uh-huh.
But you guys do the dirty work where
Yes.
you guys see the history, make sure they're not married, make sure that they're safe to engage with all of the other singles, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that makes it a very safe experience for a lot of people.
Yes.
Do you have a very big success story of somebody who actually found love through your program that comes to mind?
Oh, I've got a ton of those.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite stories is I have a couple that we matched in 2018, and they hit it off personality wise right away, but they both friend zoned each other immediately.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they friend
That
zoned each other.
happens?
Yeah, it does, right? So they're like, oh, we're best buddies. They hang out all the time. Things were, just friends.
Mhm.
Well, that they obviously got out of the friend zone. They're now married. They have 2 children. So there is hope if you've been in the friend zone. You can't get out of it.
Oh, fun. And
But yeah, so they're
so
like
do you
2 of my
guys keep
faves.
up with your clients?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
How fun.
yeah.
Do you have a wall of like success?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How
Yeah.
precious.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I really have the best job in the world.
I love it.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So how can people contact you or get in touch with you if they want to participate or if they're even interested in the service like
Yeah.
that?
You can learn more at modernmingle.com, or you can call our office and talk with one of our reps. They'll give you all the information. Come in, meet with us. We'll tell you everything that we do, how we work, and see if it's a good fit.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it for us. Do you have any questions about them?
Me, no.
Yeah. Are you sure?
I'm positive, yeah. I'm just tuning in. I'm committed.
No. Oh, yeah, you can. Absolutely. Come on in if you'd like.
I mean, I'll just
He's thinking about the acts of service he's going to do for his wife later. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
doing- That's he's making a list.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, come on in.
Now let's get to the nitty gritty.
So I do have one more question,
Yes,
but
go ahead.
now that you're in the picture, right?
Okay.
Because I'd like to know, is chivalry dead? Or is it on pause? Or what do you see the trend in that?
Not in our house.
I don't
I
think
love
that
it.
chivalry is dead. What I do think is it's evolved quite a bit. I mean, we are all very strong, independent women now, right? It's not the same as when we went on, way back in the day when they would go on supervised dates and they would go on, that kind of thing is all
That's long gone.
changed,
Yeah.
right? So I think chivalry is not dead. I think that men have that instinct where they still want to protect women and treat women the right way. But I do think it's not as prevalent, but again, evolved with the times.
Well, you said something very specific, because I had a friend of mine that was opening the door and was opening the door for his date, and she was like, I could do myself.
Yeah.
Like, she really was offended.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, she was really offended, and I was like, ooh, okay.
So did that
And
make
I
you
was like-
apprehensive to do it in the future?
It was kind of like I was thinking on the line, like, how did you get so blessed, my friend? Wow. You know what I mean? It's like, my wife will not, she will stand there until someone
I
opens her
love
door.
that.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
that.
It's either me or the boys, and they're like, I'm like, hey, boy, your son.
Yeah, you're
I
closer.
love that.
I'm on this side.
Well, it's so
I'm all about
interesting
that
that you
life.
say that though, because like I can give you an example. One gal may say go on a date with someone and she may say, oh, he followed me all the way to my car. Well, if someone else may say, he didn't walk me to my car. You know, so again, it goes back to like being, not everyone's on the same page as far as how that goes, as far as there's no like, here's your date book, like here's the rules. Everyone kind of has a different idea of how things should go.
Absolutely.
On that note right there, I remember seeing, I was watching, what's his name? The guy's Captain America right now. And he was Falcon on Marvel. And he was on the Wendy Williams show. I don't know if you saw this. And it says, okay, she goes, like, when my husband, he wants me to make him a sandwich. He goes, will you make daddy a sandwich? And like, everyone went, ooh, ooh. He goes, hold on a minute. Now, hold on. Let's say you and I are going out. Okay? Let's say we're going out. Someone gets the wise and get lippy with you. What do you want me to do? I want you to hit him in the mouth. That's right. You want me to hit him in the mouth. Okay? Let's say we're walking to the door. I don't open the door. What do you say? Open my door. Okay, open the door. And then we go, let's say we go and I say, hey, baby, we're going to go Dutch for dinner. What do you say? No, you pay. Okay. Then you make daddy a sandwich.
It's give and take. It's an example of give and take,
and he made so much sense. And I was like, all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, I'm over there. I'm not even in the audience, but I was like, yeah!
But that audience predominantly women, so I wonder what the audience.
But they were like winning on it first, but then they saw his point, like, and he goes, "You make daddy a sandwich."
I think
that's funny.
I think the request could have been worded better.
Yeah,
that sounds very like urban cowboy. Fix me something to eat.
Real demanding. Make me a sandwich now.
It's like it's all in the approach. I've been told. It's all in the approach. Like we're getting back to the chivalry. My wife will not pump her gas unless, like, I'm sick or I'm dying or something.
I'm so impressed with
she,
you right now.
she will let the boys will pump the gas, or I'll pump the gas, or whatever. We won't let her pump the gas, right? But chivalry is not dead if you let it happen. You'll see it, and then it's like there's things like, for instance, that I think even our sons now do. Like we show them how to treat young ladies. They're teenage boys. And I mean, I've taken my daughters on when they were 17, 18. I took them on a date to show them what's expected, to show them their worth.
I love that.
And
I love that so much.
To show them their worth. I said, if they don't come outside and they're honking, you don't come out this door.
Yeah, that was the old way.
You gotta come knock, and they gotta come meet me first, and then you can come get in the car. So now with the boys, it's kind of like the same thing. We're taking them to show them exactly what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to walk up to the door, open their door, and then just show them everything. Like my son, he's 16 now. He just blew our minds the other day because he was on the phone with a little girl. We're like, whoa, he's our baby. We're like, hold on.
16's about the right age.
Yeah. He's like one of those like
shy.
Girls are ugly. Yeah, he's a shy one. The other one is like, hey, ladies, I'm daddy. Like, hold on a minute. But this one is the shy one, and we're just like, he keeps it all to himself. You will never know this boy has a girlfriend.
Wow.
But they're all, we respect their space. We respect them as a person and how they are. And for me, and again, my wife and I, we've had this conversation years ago about, man, I couldn't go out and dating scene right now. I would be like,
it is scary. That's exactly the point, right? And that's why it's important to go through this screening process, because you get aligned. It makes it so much easier because like you're saying, is that a part of your like screening, the chivalry piece by any chance?
No, it's not. I mean, we don't, because I think what's going to work for one couple may not work for another. Like, somebody may appreciate saying, hey, daddy, make me a sandwich, versus somebody else says, you better approach that differently, sir. So everyone's going to have a different take on it.
Yeah.
And so like the pumping the gas, my husband pumps my gas for me, and that's what works for us. But someone else may.
Are you kidding me, baby?
He does.
Right now.
You need your husband to go do that for you. But again, it's going to be whatever's going to work for you, and that's going to be how you guys are going to figure that out together. Yeah. Because somebody might not like their door open, but somebody may like their check picked up.
And not only that, but it's like you said, it's what works for you. Like for instance, my wife, she does the bills at our house because she doesn't trust me with decimals or money. I'm the spender.
I think by Curry.
Decimals or money.
So
I like
she-
That's it. I don't blame
I
her.
bring home the bacon, she fries it up, and bam. So I'll call her and I'll tell her, I'm like, hey, babe, I feel like eating some fish. She goes, do you have fish money? I'm like, what? Well, I'm like,
that's hysterical.
I'm calling you to find out what kind of money I got, And
That's
she goes,
why I'm calling
"We got
you."
some fish stick money in the freezer right now. I'm getting no
Oh my
fish,
gosh,
you know?
that's so
it's
funny.
what works for you.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's again getting back to the love language. I had mentioned that, of course, that was a different.
So that's a good point
Yeah.
because you mentioned that, and I was like, well, is the love language part of your screening process? No, it's all just natural at that point. Like,
Yeah.
you only do so much to keep people safe, and then you let them.
Well,
off.
we do compatibility testing. We're looking at what they're looking for as far as ages, height, education. Do they smoke? Do they drink? Do they have kids? Do they
Are
want
they quiet?
kids?
Yes, that's another one. Kelly. A little quiet.
I didn't add that.
Are they?
I have to agree.
Yeah,
I like to make sandwiches.
That's right.
So I think it's all of those things as far as what we're looking for. So yeah, but we do help coach along the way because again, there's no date book and everyone's kind of different. And I use that example a lot as far as the walking to the car because it's again how you perceive it and how you like it or how it's going to work for you in your relationship.
Absolutely,
Now, that would be a
absolutely.
big red flag if I saw a lady with a bunny drinking wine. I mean, that would be a red flag for me.
Is
Like,
it
this
Easter?
one likes a little bit of
It's
the
my.
taste.
Is it Easter? It's not if it's a bunny drinking wine. Maybe just festive.
Exactly. That's a second date sweater. Okay.
I saw that on the first date. I'm like, oh, that one likes a little bit of the taste. I like her. Yeah, that one looks a little bit of the taste. That one there.
Everybody's getting tipsy on Easter.
Oh, that's funny.
I love
Well, let
that.
me ask you this:
Yes.
Are there clues, or like speaking of red flags, what are some of the biggest red flags that someone should notice right off the bat? Because I mean, let's say you've been out of the game for a while,
Yeah.
and you're trying to get back in it, and you're just like, man, you're just so out of tune. Like back then, chivalry was a thing, and now it's not. Kind of deal. Like,
Yeah.
what is it? Because it could be scary.
It's absolutely. I mean, most people that I talk to survive on the apps for a couple of days and then they are out because it's a lot of work. You never know. It's sketchy. People like if you're a pretty girl, you're going to get tons of messages and it's exhausting. Like it's a whole job to swipe.
Margaret gets those already.
Yeah.
But not only that, but people sometimes they're not even who they are, who they're
100%.
emulating online.
Oh,
Their
Let's
100%
say you
photos
have
different.
a friend named, I don't know, Angel.
Okay.
Let's just call him that.
Okay.
And he's looking for a date and he's looking for something that's out there but doesn't know how to go about doing it. What would be the first thing for him to do?
Well, call Modern
Call
Mingle.
Modern Mingle.
Right.
Modern Mingle, not Mingle Tingle.
No,
Modern
that's all.
Mingle.
It's a whole nother thing, the tingle thing. I don't know what that is. That's your thing.
That's another app.
Yeah, no. And our staff will talk with you about what you're looking for. We'll set up a time for you to come into our office and meet with our staff and show you what we do. So it's a lot of
Okay.
fun. Very, very easy
There's
peasy.
hope there.
Yes.
There is hope.
Yes. Come on, Angel, call me.
So is there any
Okay,
comments?
read out if we have more. But Angela Bond says, "Hey, Chiefs are better than the Texans." That was from before break. I don't know. It's my area.
Gotcha.
Valerie says, "Fantastic interview and super informative." Thanks, Valerie. Michael Flores says, "I am very chivalrous. I am a knight. I believe
Love
that
that.
100%.
Love that.
He is absolutely. He's married though.
That's why he's happily married, isn't it?
That's true. That's true. Rory says, "Good morning, beautifuls. Good morning." Okay, perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
So
now let people know how they can get a hold of you again.
Yes, so modernmingle.com, or you can, it'll have all the information. You can Google us or go to the website directly. And you can fill out a form or give our office a call. The number's on the website as well. So call us.
Awesome. There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you
love
so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Appreciate
Yes,
you.
Thank
absolutely.
you
It's
so
my
much.
pleasure.
Yes, it was
All right,
wonderful
guys,
having
we're going to take a quick commercial break, right? Producer, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because, again, smell that? That's love in there. No, that's Menudo. Never mind. That's Menudo. I'll be right back. Hey, if you're looking for a house and you're looking to get out of your house, we have the right person for you. Margaret Sandoval, our very own realtor. You want to give her a call. She works very, very hard to go ahead and find you the best deal you want. That you're looking for economy, if you're looking for, space, if you're looking for just a place of your own that you can just make brand new memories in, she's got you covered. All you have to do is give her a call. She will work day and night to make sure that you are satisfied with your purchase. Not only that, but do it at a highest standard, meaning finding you the most economical house and get you that's on the market today and get you the best deal. So give Margaret Sandoval a call today. She's waiting by the phone. Thanks. If you If you want the best movie experience, you have to go to City Based Cinema. It is my theater, and I want to invite each and every one of you to come on out. Not only they make you feel welcome, they treat you like family. Brad Smith and the crew really know how to do it right. If you want that state-of-the-art experience in a movie with the surround sound, you want to go to City Based Cinema. They got reclining chairs, right? I mean, you got a comfortable experience all the way through. Not to mention a full-on bar right when you walk in. As you're waiting for your movie, they got TVs so you can see a game or two. Also, they have a concession stand that you do not want to miss. It's like no other. They have your regular popcorn, nachos, and candy, but they also have barbacoa and Big Red, not to mention Takis, pizza, and corn dogs. So you want to make sure to get your snacks before, and a comfortable recliner and the state-of-the-art sound system. You are set. City-based cinema. Don't go for your first time experience. If you have never been there, go check it out. It's my theater, and now it's yours. And we're back, everybody, right here at Mi Familia at the Rim. You're looking at Margaret Sandoval about to chow down. It's our favorite segment of the show. That's right. It's called Margaret Monday, and it's called Foodie Time.
That's right.
Foodie
time.
Foodie time. You know, can we get a napkin for the bunny? I think the bunny might get dirty a little bit over here. So,
well, I have wine, so everything's tame right now.
First of all, what do we got here with us?
Okay, so this plate, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the barbacoa double.
Oh, what is this? Tomasino plate, babe?
The what? I'm sorry. Campesino special. Campesino special. And it has a generous portion, by the way, of barbacoa.
Yeah, I'd say. 2
eggs. These are over medium or over easy with refried beans and potatoes a la mexicana with pico de gallo.
I love me. Some papas.
And you have the option of actually substituting barbacoa for lengua if that's your flavor.
If that's your jam.
Now, Cleto here is getting the beef fajita, nachos, bean and cheese. I'm jealous but I'm trying to not to eat carbs. So you can have that. I gave that one up, but I'm not happy about it. But I am very happy to have this.
Yeah, like 2 more weeks? 1 more week.
No, I'm just going to start trying to do it for.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I just feel so much better without carbs.
Well, I gotta be honest. Shout out to the Mingle, the Modern Mingle people. They were so awesome.
Preciously awesome. Look, okay, I made the perfect little bite.
Go for it.
Beans, egg, beans, barbacoa. Ooh,
Okay.
maybe I can stick a little potato on there. Oh my
Good stuff,
God,
isn't it?
that melted.
Yeah.
It literally melted. All those flavors are just individually, they're amazing. But when you make the perfect bite, it is so much more enjoyable. Are you the kind of person that runs out of one ingredient? Or do you like portion your food to finish one little thing of all?
It depends. I like to finish my plate when I'm watching a movie. When I'm watching something on TV.
So does that mean that you get distracted and then you just like?
I just eat whatever. I just go to town.
I have to strategically plan my meals so that I have one little thing left of everything.
Really?
I do like a collective bite of everything. That's my. Isn't it funny? People have different styles of eating, don't you think?
It's like if Mama makes me a sandwich. That was such a funny thing. I mean, that segment was really cool. I loved it. And I hope you guys got a lot out of it, especially if you're now in the dating world or you're thinking about getting back in the dating world. A lot of people, have held back from dating because of the breakups and, the relationships. They're like, I'm never doing that again. That's what I meant to ask her, for those people that are like at that point where I'm never going to date again. Like people always say, man, this is the last time I get married. I'm never getting married again. You know, forget that. You know, I like my freedom. I like this. I like that. And that's so be it. If they're happy that way, that's cool. You know, more power to them. But not everybody's looking for that.
I'm seeing a big trend of that actually,
partner.
like single people saying it's not worth the hassle.
Right.
It's more disappointing than anything.
Yeah.
And I think the method in which you choose to put yourself out there, because it is a vulnerable situation.
Marriage is what, like, let's take marriage for instance. Marriage is what you put into it, and if you put a lot into it, it's like you reap what you sow. You're gonna get something back. You're gonna get it back. What are you sowing? Are you sowing torment and resentment? Are you or are you reaping, you know, love and care and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Stuff like, you know, you want it. What you put into is what you're gonna get back. I think.
So I have a question for you, Cleto. Whenever, if you go back into the cobwebs of your dating scene, right, way back when, do you have a specific date where that went totally wrong and you thought, what am I doing here? I've got to go. And what red flag was it for you?
Oh man, that's interesting. Back in the day, oh yeah, there was this one date that it was just wrong from the get-go. I mean, I picked her up at her aunt's house, and I was there taking care of her kid.
Wait, what?
Yeah, her kid.
You were taking care of her child?
I was taking care of her kid as she was getting ready. And then finally, you know, me and the kid hit it off. You know, I'm
and was
cool
he
with
like,
the kid.
"Hi, uncle"?
Yeah. Hey, Papa. You know, no, but it was really cool. I wasn't there that long, but we picked her up.
So you were sharing a space with the child.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, matter of fact, the time I had with the kid was probably the highlight of my whole weekend, because she turned out to be like Chrissy. Anyway, you know, she was in the car, and we're like. You know, I said, man, you know, your kid's real nice, real sweet kid, you know, and yeah, you know, and then she goes off bashing her dad, the baby's dad, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then all of a sudden, it's like the whole night we're talking about this baby's dad, you know, and it's like, okay, and then I just kind of get a little bored of it, and I'm like, so how about them Spurs, you know, to change the subject? Yeah. And she's like, what are you trying to do? You trying to cut me off? I'm like, yeah, kind of, you know, and then now it's like, and this is me. I'm looking at my watch. I'm thinking, if I drop this girl off, I'll make it to the 10 o'clock open mic, and I don't have to worry about this nonsense.
Wow!
And I did. It was that bad. I took her home, and she goes, "Oh, you're gonna call me later? You got it."
And you ghosted her before the term ghosting was a thing.
No, I just didn't call her back.
That's ghosting.
Oh, is that ghosting? Yeah, then I ghosted her. I was like Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, and you know,
I had no problem ghosting back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
Right.
But now it's like they gave it a name.
Yeah, it is a name.
They gave it a name.
Yeah, they didn't. I didn't know.
I had like the thing is like again, I was really nice. I was kind, and I paid for the girl's meal. I mean, she likes Fred's fish. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Was it my sister? My sister loves Fred fish fries.
So I was, you know, I think, you know, I've had a lot of bad dates in the past, but when I had my date, like with my wife, man,
the chemistry.
That was it right there.
It was just like everything aligned.
Like I'm trying to think now that I think about it. We went on our first date. It's kind of funny because I invited my wife to my apartment to see the De La Hoya fight. Hello. And so there it was, you know, she shows up. Oh, Daisy Duke. She was like, she was looking hot.
Of course, she still does.
She was looking hot.
I can only
and she
imagine.
comes in. She knocks, right? She knocks on the door. She comes in. I'm like, oh, snap. I was like, you know, like the whole night. She comes in, and I had made dinner. Spaghetti. That's all I knew I make.
You made dinner on your first date?
I made spaghetti, right, babe? Spaghetti.
That's actually very sweet.
I made spaghetti.
That's an act of service for
It
sure.
was an act of service. That's right. So I made spaghetti, but it was so funny. She laughed at my wall because it had all the spaghetti on the That's That's how I knew it was ready. It's like,
Has that theory been debunked?
I don't know. No, I mean I can't throw it. No, I can. I just taste it now. I don't throw it on the wall.
Yeah.
She won't let me throw it on the wall. I had all this spaghetti. She goes, "Is this like a masterpiece?" Like it was half spaghetti on the wall that I
All
forgot
the
to take
fails?
down. Yeah, and like whack, whack, and it's like, she goes, "Oh, that's a nice art project." I'm like, you know, and it looked like
That's
the macaroni
hilarious.
that the kids put on paper on the refrigerator.
Wow.
So I made her spaghetti. She brought like ice cream or something, and but it was so funny because she walks in, and I'm thinking, "Oh, heck
I
yeah!"
love that.
And then all of a sudden, you hear this. I go, "Are your boys in the car?" Because she had two boys, little boys, and I go, "She goes, no, I didn't."
Are they in the car?
I go, "Did you leave in the car?" She goes, "No, I didn't bring my boys."
Uh-oh.
I go,
It
"Oh
was an
snap!"
ex.
It was my mom, my brother, my sister,
Wow.
my daughter, my
Unannounced.
nephew, unannounced, saying, "Hey, we heard you had the De La Hoya fight. We came to watch the fight."
You're kidding.
Kid you not. Kid you not. So the whole family there met my wife, and that should have been a red flag for my wife to run. Should have been a red flag to run, and she stuck around. And 25 years later, here we are.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you make in your situation, you guys met organically in the dentist office. We all
we did.
We know that story. So so you guys met organically. You obviously knew she had a job.
Yeah, she had a job. Yeah.
You knew certain things. You knew her demeanor.
Yeah.
You knew her temperament. You knew all the things. Because I'm sure you were a pest at the dentist.
I was
Kidding,
I was actually, you know what? It's interesting because the way she puts it now, we came together at the right time because she was a very serious person. And I came into her life and I chilled her out.
Oh.
So I kind of,
when I think that single mother
and then she
end up having to be that way.
not only that,
Yeah.
but she's like, you see when you're dating and you say, okay, when guys would ask me about my girlfriend, she's smart, she's beautiful, she's very caring, very daring, you know, all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the whole package.
Right.
But what scared me about the whole package is that my ex before her cheated on me, and I just didn't trust anybody. So I brought my insecurities to the table.
Yeah.
So she put up with all my insecurities. And let me tell you, I say this all the time, she hung in there longer than 8 seconds, longer than a bull rider for 8 seconds. She hung in there, took on my my insecurities, and I had to learn to trust all over again.
Yeah.
And she made it easy for me. She don't believe this, but she made it easier for me to trust. And it was interesting because as much as I was there for her, I think she was there for me. And this is the thing I don't think she really knows, that she was there to heal me at the same time
That's so
I was
sweet.
there to heal her.
That's very sweet.
So, you know.
Yeah, she can rewind this and watch it
Yeah.
over and over.
She's like, I'll get in the cavity.
I love it.
Get in the cavity right here.
Are you trying to make up for something right now? I'm just kidding.
I'm going to eat another nacho.
We're going to go back to comments really quick. Raymond Flores says Kansas City Chokers. I don't know what that means. Is that Chiefs? Is that your team? Oh, okay. Pepe says, me too. I always pump the gas. She only does it if she's by herself and about to run out of gas. I love that. Gosh, I'm real jealous right now. Angela Bond says, whatever. How was your surgery? How was your surgery? I don't know how whatever was meant. But how was your surgery?
Oh, good. Thank you.
It was good. Yeah. He's on the road to recovery right now. Michael Flores says, marriage is an equal partnership. Both parties need to support and promote each other, and it definitely needs to be faith-based. Yes, sir. My wife and I will be celebrating 30 years of marriage in September.
Happy anniversary,
Oh,
Michael.
that's wonderful. Congratulations, Michael. You know, I guess take some tips from the people who are doing it right? And it's give and take, obviously, and it's communication, right?
Big Daddy sandwich.
Fellowship.
Big Daddy sandwich.
Yeah, and make daddy a sandwich.
You want your gas pump, you make Daddy a
I
sandwich.
wouldn't do that. Oh, you have a little announcement about what's going on, right?
Me?
Dress legends.
Oh, yeah. How subtle.
Dress legends.
So, so, so we got a big show on Friday at the Woodlawn Theater this week, guys. We want to have you help me sell this place out. We have 900 seats, 984 seats to go. We sold already 2 tickets, so we're at 986.
Wow.
So we're at 984 now. So you need to help us buy the tickets. They're $10 a ticket to see 3 headliners plus Rose Daniel Aguilar. And I want to invite you guys to come on out this Friday night, Woodlawn Theater, Tres Leches show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be trying a lot of my new material out. I'm working on my new comedy special that's going to be coming out. Hopefully I'll film it at the end of the summer. I'm hoping, or it might be before the fall, that it's going to be called I Can See Now. That's the title of my next comedy special. So, but for now, I want you to come see my new material. I'm going to work on it on Friday at the Woodlawn Theater. So I'm going to be healing up all the way till then. So excited about that. And tomorrow we will be back with Vanessa at the Mia's Grill. So make sure to tune in for that. And then we'll be off on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we'll back at Pepe's Tacos and Salsa on Friday. So, you know, kind of need those days off. Need those 2 days off. So I'm very excited about that. But
Remember Roman and Danny on the show?
yeah,
So
Roman, yeah, Tres Leches. I saw it said that. Oh,
So
sorry,
part
folks.
of the Tres Leches is Cleto
Sorry,
himself, Roman,
yeah,
and Danny.
Roman Garcia, Danny Engel, and myself.
Thank you.
You know, maybe they should get their own show and they can hear their own names on that.
And I have to say that I have seen them all, and they are absolutely hilarious. They make quite a
What is
great
it?
trio.
Peanut gallery over here? What is that?
They're having too much fun over there. Okay,
Yeah.
final thoughts. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready for my final thought.
Uh-oh.
You know, love the one you're with, and make Daddy a sandwich. No, seriously, guys. If you're thinking about getting back into the dating game, that's a, you know, having modern mingle on the show today. That's a good start. I think they were really. I mean, they're a warm couple. You know, they're really friendly, real nice. And
They're doing
they're
it right.
gonna steer you right. They're gonna do it right.
Married? We didn't ask that.
You know, yeah, they look like they've been married for quite a while. But good people. We'll definitely have them on again because they were awesome. But I think for my final thought is learn your spouse's love language, and not only learn it, but I'm talking do a book report on it. Put it on your refrigerator door. Make sure you know what their love language is because it is a key part of communication. It is a key part of understanding. It is a key part of living a happy life. Okay?
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, learn your spouse's love language.
I agree.
But seriously, guys, love the ones you with. Who said that?
Carlos. Good morning, Carlos.
Carlitos! Carlitos in the house, everybody. No, he's in Las Vegas right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of love, he's loving the hood. I mean, all right, he's hey, having a good time in LA and Las Vegas. I mean,
I bet.
what's your final
Is it my
thought?
turn? Okay. I want to say I'm glad to see Cleto back.
Yes, thank you.
He's healing properly, and I'm hoping that soon that patch will come off.
I know.
And then you'll
I
be able
can't
to
wait.
see us all
I'll be able to see
again.
everybody again. Right now, a little bit of haze, but this eye's getting there.
And then I won't be back until after Sunday. So I wanted to say Happy Easter to everybody. Please have a safe Easter.
It's not Easter this weekend, is it?
It's this Sunday.
No.
It is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's this Sunday.
Oh my gosh! No wonder you wear your bunny shirt.
Yeah, this is my Easter episode.
I thought it was Fiesta this week.
Well, they coincide, and there's some Fiesta events happening.
Oh no,
And-
Fiesta's next week. I'm sorry.
And
That's right. Fiesta's next week,
yeah.
and it's Easter this week.
Yeah.
Oh
and
wow!
this is my mother's birth month, by the way.
When's your mom's birthday?
My mother's birthday is on the 17th. So she's
What?
going to celebrate her birthday.
She's right over here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Show your mom. Show your mom. Show your mom.
Okay, we're gonna.
Look at it. She doesn't like to be seen.
Woo.
She has.
This is the lovely lady of honor. her birthday next week. So yeah, we will be celebrating her birthday.
Let me tell you something. Your mom before the show was telling me about all these drugs to take and
Prescription drugs.
prescription drugs. No, so it's the 17th. What's today's date?
Today's the 14th.
Today's the 14th, so that's
It's
what
on
Friday.
Thursday?
No,
No, wait.
Thursday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna have to have a show somewhere to have a party. Oh, you're gonna get the Margaret's. Look, I got an invite. How about that? It's funny how I love her invites, you know? Oh man.
Oh, yes. True.
Yeah. I got
True.
you.
I'm sorry. You are absolutely invited. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
send you
right.
the address. Yeah, it'll be a great time. So we're celebrating the Queen Bee, my mother, this week, and I just want to say happy birthday to her. And thank you guys for tuning in today. It was a great show. I love having Modern Mingle on,
Yes.
just for an alternative option if you are actually contemplating finding love or romance or even a couple of dates, right? And you don't want to go the traditional route that everybody else does. So have a wonderful day.
That's right. And remember, folks, Modern Mingle, not Mingle Tingle. That's another app. All right, that's a whole other app. All right, guys. So thank you again to mi familia the Rim. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all mañana. Bye bye.